Hey guys, so after seeing my review of the iPad Air sleeve made by Herschel and the slick wrap skin, I realized that these shitty informal reviews could be less shitty if I used the landscape mode of taking videos. So today we're going to be reviewing the DxRacer D series chair that is part of DxRacer Soho series, which stands for Small Office Home Office. Now, DxRacer is a company that focuses on gaming chairs, and I'm a huge car fan. So when I went to the store to see this demo, I was fascinated at the aesthetics of this chair. I was just amazed to see the heavy bolstering, the leather stitching, the white piping. It was just incredible. And upon sitting on it, I was amazed at how comfortable it was and how ergonomic it was. What I mean by this is that the lumbar support and the posture that this seat gives you is just incredible compared to the old piece of shit, just general black chair that I had for use in my room. Now, let's get on to the details of this chair. Now again, this is called the D series, and with that being said, this chair is meant for what DxRacer would describe as athletic individuals, so people with narrow waists and broad shoulders. Now, this chair is also suited for individuals who range from the height of, I believe, 5'8" to 5'11", don't quote me on that, and they should weigh between, I'd say, 150, 160 to 195. Now, for me personally, I'm 5'8", I'm 148 pounds, and I would describe myself as an individual with a relatively athletic build. I mean, I'm a 28 waist with a 36 chest, so whether or not that's athletic, I'm not too sure, but I would describe myself as fit. But nonetheless, when going into the details of this chair, one thing that I do really appreciate, or two things rather, is the stitching. Now, the stitching on this chair highly resembles what you would find in a BMW M5, the new ones with the merino leather package. And the reason why I say that is because the stitching down here, in addition to the stitching up there, is exactly, I mean, they're not exactly the same, but they're quite similar. Another thing I do appreciate is the white piping that you see here. Now, it's quite high quality. It's not some artificial shitty piping. You can tell that there is a lot of detail into this, and I do appreciate it. However, I do have one quarrel with this chair. Despite its comfort, despite its design, and despite the build quality, the issue does have to do with quality on some small level, and that is that little crease in the middle. Now, I've actually owned this chair for a total of 1 day, and I received it yesterday. I built it. Build time took about, I'd say, 15 minutes, with the biggest hassle being just connecting the top portion to the bottom portion, given that they're separate pieces. They're actually connected through 2 screws on each side, one there and one there. They're pre-screwed, and DxRacer provides you with an Allen key that allows you to unscrew them and then screw it back to attach the whole top portion of the chair together. So, yeah, build time wasn't that bad, but again, my biggest quarrel, if you can see in the lighting, is that big, ugly, rather obtrusive, what the hell would you call that? I'd say leather or pleather imperfection, the crease, right? I don't think it compromises the quality of this chair, or rather the comfort of the chair. It's not too bad, but apart from that, I've emailed DxRacer, and again, it's a weekend today, so I'm just gonna wait until Monday to see what they have to say in resolving this issue. But nonetheless, I do find this chair to be quite comfortable. Now, with regards to the movement and positioning of this chair, you can move it up and down using this tiny little lever over here. I do apologize for the lack of lighting, but again, this is filmed on an iPhone 6. And you could also use this little handle to make the top portion go up to 170 degrees, so that's almost fully flat. Now, I've done this, and believe it or not, it does work. It's very smooth, it's very comfortable. When I received this chair yesterday, I actually fell asleep on it after watching a YouTube video. I don't know if it was because I was tired or the YouTube video I was watching was extremely boring. But again, I don't have many complaints with this chair, apart from the rather ugly and obtrusive crease that you see in the middle. Now, with the accessories that this chair comes with, it features a little headrest pillow that you can remove, and it's held by these clips that are called butterfly clips. So again, this little band is connected to this pillow, right? So all you do is just connect it in between so that there's this little hole in the middle that holds it. You can adjust it. I mean, the whole pillow moves. And it also comes with this a lumbar pillow. So it's this pillow here. I'll place it down here. Now, in a couple of the very few reviews I've seen on this chair, a lot of people do appreciate that this is included. However, I don't find any use in it. I don't necessarily find my experience as better or more comfortable. Another thing with regards to quality is the fact that there's a huge dent here, and it came like this, and you can actually feel a lack of padding over here. And again, I mean, I emailed DxRacer about this, trying to see what they have to say about it. But again, despite that imperfection and that imperfection over there, that big crease that's just progressively getting worse, I do think this chair is worth it for what it is. It's not cheap by any means. It's about, well, personally, I paid $480 Canadian with tax in, $481. So it's not the cheapest chair, but again, for someone like me who's on the computer all the time, we're reading, taking notes, reading PDF textbooks and everything else, it really does help with the posture that I maintain, especially after the hard days at the gym when you're deadlifting and everything, where your posture is very, very pivotal, or vital, rather, to just maintaining proper support. This chair really does work. It's comfortable, but again, I use comfortable in a very conservative manner, and what I mean by that is, it's not a lounging chair. You know what I mean? This isn't the type of chair that you would use to sit around and watch Netflix and procrastinate. When you sit on it, you genuinely feel that you're in a proper position to work or to focus. You're very upright. The armrests also move up and down, right? So it's quite ergonomic. I mean, my desk it matches the exact height of my desk. And from that Harman Kardon video I made a couple of years ago, that I didn't anticipate on getting so many views, a lot of people asked about my setup and my desk and all those details. So again, if you guys are interested in that, just let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to inform you guys of all these small little gadgets and shit that I have in my room. But yeah, overall, I do appreciate this chair. Sorry for the shitty lighting. Let me try to get a better angle. Despite the crease, despite the rather hideous crease or dent that's found in the lumbar support pillow, in addition to the very, very, very minute imperfections like the huge wrinkling over here, and apart from that, like, despite all of that, I think it's a good chair. I am happy with the product, right? I am happy for the price that I paid. It is overpriced, but I do think it's worth it for my personal uses. Again, if you're just looking for a standard office chair to just sit on your ass and watch Netflix and do whatever and just browse the web, I don't necessarily think it's the best choice. Because again, this is part of the Soho series, a small office, home office, an office involves work, etc., etc. So, yeah, overall, I'd give this chair a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars for what it is. If DxRacer replies to me and assesses these issues, I would honestly give it a solid 4.5, because apart from those small, tiny imperfections that I find huge, because I'm a fastidious individual, you know what I mean? I focus on all the small details, and the small details are truly what matter in a high-end or high-quality product. So overall, 3.5 stars. I'm okay with it, and if you guys have any questions, whether it be more close-ups of the details of this chair, whether it be the piping, the stitching, the base, which is made out of solid aluminum, so it's very smooth. Just let me know. I'd be happy to accommodate your needs. And again, let me know of any suggestions you have for the videos that I take. Again, this is incredibly informal. It's made on my iPhone 6. And so yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.